I am nothing. And as I share my idea, I want you to come into nothingness with me, because only there can we discover everything. 8 years ago, I drank vodka for breakfast. I couldn't go a day without drugs or alcohol in my system. As you can imagine, I was quite a handful. At that point, I'd been diagnosed with everything. PTSD from violence, bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety, you name it, I had the t-shirt. And I really did try everything. Medication, therapists, church, quite a lot. But still, I woke up begging the world to end. But luckily, here I am, and the lucky part you can decide when I stop speaking. I'm an entrepreneur, a wife, a mother, a good mother. I'd say good wife, but my husband's here and he might disagree. And I'm somebody that loves being alive and in love with everything in my existence. But how did I get here? When I first started crafting this idea and took pen to paper, I thought it was just going to be about the 12 steps and their daily power, and that is part of it. But the more I wrote in A Hateful World, the more I realised this wasn't just about addiction. It's about awakening. See, this didn't start just 8 years ago. This started almost 90 years ago with two men, BW and Dr. Bob, both chronic alcoholics. See, one couldn't get sober and one couldn't stay sober. But then the two met, and that moment really changed everything. It wasn't therapy, it wasn't religion, it was one hurting human helping each other and getting each other to flourish. And that's where the 12 steps were born. See, at their core, the 12 steps actually aren't about self-removal. They're about self-improvement. But yet today, we're told, build the self into a brand, collect followers, chase titles. Your value is what you own, right? And your worth is how loudly you shout about it. But the steps say, your value is what you give, and your worth is how quietly you serve. And that's why anonymity is so radical. See, anonymity can be quite misunderstood. It doesn't mean invisibility. It means an ego death. It means letting go of me so we can be we. My name is Ruth, and I'm an addict, is the most powerful thing I ever say. Because in that moment, every achievement, every title, everything just falls away. And what's left is the truth. You know, something really interesting is I genuinely don't know the second names of most of the people I sit with weekly in my recovery meetings. I certainly don't know their job. I don't know the car they drive or anything they do in their spare time, because your identity isn't the most interesting thing about you, but identifying with you is. When we strip away all of that, we meet each other as equals, and that's where human flourishing can happen. Carl Jung, one of the founding fathers of modern psychology, once said, "Only the wounded physician heals." And what he means by that is, it's actually our wounds, not our strengths, that make us healers. And the steps say, having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we carry the message, but not as saviours, not as teachers, just as fellow humans. And that's where the power is. This really does work. Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous aren't small local groups. They exist in over 180 countries. Over 2 million people access the steps. That's millions of lives being transformed, not by professionals, but by peers. There's an incredible line in our literature, and I really want to share it with you because it's just so powerful. Anyone may join us, regardless of age, race, sexual identity, creed, religion, or lack of religion. When we sit together, we do not care about your beliefs, your skin colour. The only question is what we can do about your problem and how we can help. See, I think the revolution will be very, very quiet. It's not going to come from noise or algorithms amplifying the loudest voice. It's going to come from the quiet work of people willing to sit in the shadows and help each other flourish. I'd really like to, if you would join me, to try something with you. If everybody could close their eyes. And if you feel uncomfortable, you really don't have to, that's okay. I would like you, while you've got your eyes closed, to think of the person sitting next to you. You may not know them, you may not like them. Keep your eyes closed. That person knows pain too. It could be a pain that you have shared. Whilst keeping them closed, forget your About Me page. Forget your job title. Forget all those labels. In this moment, you are nothing. But in this moment of nothingness, you are also everything to this group and to each other because you belong. Now you can open your eyes and join me, or you can keep them closed. That's entirely up to you. That is what will save our society. Identifying with each other and belonging. So how do we live like this? To help other people flourish, we need to work on ourselves. And I've put together 12 daily steps that have been inspired by the programme that saved my life. And I'd like to challenge you all to try these at least one day. Number 1, honesty. Start your day by admitting, I don't know, and that's okay. 2, hope. Believe that change is possible, even if you can't see the whole picture. 3, surrender. Just let go. Let go of control. Could be the traffic, the outcome. Courage. Write down one fear or resentment. Name it, get it on paper so it doesn't own you. Truth. Share something real with somebody today. I'm struggling. I'm grateful. I love you. 6, willingness. Be willing just to let go of one habit, even if it's just for the day. 7, humility. Ask for help. That could be a prayer if you pray, or it could be a text to someone, or you need to pick up the phone. Love. And this is really important. Think of someone you've hurt and actually hold them in compassion, even if you can't reach out. Repair. If possible, within the day, put something right. It might be a small action. You might call someone or text. 10, reflection. At night, just take 5 minutes. Where did I act from love? And where did I act from ego? Evaluate your day. 11, stillness. Sit in silence, meditate, or pray. Even if it's just for 2 minutes, it counts. And 12, service. Before you go to bed, ask yourself, who can I help tomorrow with what I have learned in this day? And see, that's it. It's not loud. It's very quiet. And the beauty about this is, when you heal yourself and enable yourself to flourish, you can help the next person with what you have learned. See, what I really know, and my mum always says, it's not often she's wrong and she's right again, so you have to listen to me, is that to truly flourish, we really have to help others. It's not going to come from noise or algorithms. You really have to become nothing to become everything. To the future we all share, to your community, to the person sitting next to you. I want you to leave here knowing you don't need a degree to heal. You don't need an acquired title. Your scars are your credentials. Your wounds are that qualification. You really have to become nothing to become everything. And if you would like some help in peer-to-peer and human-to-human support that I know that will help people flourish, you can pop a note in the jar and I can help you take that forward. Become nothing to become everything, and be proud to say, I am nothing. Thank you.